The most crucial thing to know is that Ukrainians are not Russians and that Ukraine is an ancient independent nation. Ukraine has a history of more than 1,000 years. Kyiv was a major metropolis and cultural center when Moscow was not even a village. For most of these 1,000 years, Kyiv was not ruled by Moscow. They were not part of the same political entity. For centuries, Kyiv was looking westwards and was a part of a union with Lithuania and Poland until it was eventually conquered and absorbed by the Russian Empire, by the Tsarist Empire. But even after that, Ukrainians remained a separate people to a large extent. And it's important to know that because this is really what is at stake in this war. The key issue of the war, at least for President Putin, is whether Ukraine is an independent nation, whether it is a nation at all. He has this fantasy that Ukraine isn't a nation, that Ukraine is just a part of Russia, that Ukrainians are Russians. In his fantasy, Ukrainians are Russians that want to be back in the fold of Mother Russia, and that the only ones preventing it is a very small gang at the top, which he portrays as Nazis, even if the president is Jewish, but okay, a Nazi Jew. And his belief was, at least, that he just needs to invade. Zelensky will flee. The government will collapse. The army would lay down its arms, and the Ukrainian people would welcome the Russian liberators, throwing flowers on them. And this fantasy has been shattered already. Zelensky hasn't fled. The Ukrainian army is fighting, and the Ukrainian people is not throwing flowers on the Russian tanks. It's throwing Molotov cocktails.